Would you rather have $5,000 a month or $1 million? That's what an article said that I just read. And I have to say that I don't agree with their answer. Again, $5,000 per month for the rest of your life in retirement does not change, or a one-time lump sum of $1 million. Now, you might get asked this kind of question if you're facing a pension decision, right? Should I take a stable income or a lump sum? I think that the principle, though, that you're going to learn in this video can apply to more than just that question. I'm going to tell you what the article's answer was and what I think about it, and let's see if you agree. And as we get started, I'm Nick Davis, founder of Brindle & Bay Wealth Management, and we're here to show you how to retire with calmness and clarity. If you like this video and you want to see things like this again, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. All right, so the premise of the article was that if you get $5,000 per month, that it takes about 16 years to equal $1 million. So that after 16 years, you start to win because you have more money. It kind of alluded to the fact that that was a good thing. And I was surprised because I didn't see it that way. In fact, you might see it that way. You might say, well, how many years does it take for me to kind of equal that same amount of money? And I want to show you a different perspective. It's important to remember that everybody's different, right? We all have a different amount of money. We're all in a different tax bracket. We're all pulling a different percentage of our money in retirement for our income needs. So I'm not disparaging the fact that somebody would take a $5,000 a month guarantee over a one-time lump sum. In fact, in some cases, it would be recommended. But what about longevity risk? Meaning how long your money lasts. Something that I'm always thinking about is not losing lifestyle as we get older. And inflation plays a big part in that. In fact, it's the very enemy of your lifestyle. And if you have years like last year where they say inflation was 9%, but many of us would agree that it was probably higher than that, well, that means that you can spend 9% less. You have 9% less lifestyle. So you spend 91% of that $5,000. So that $5,000 would then begin to feel like $4,500 a month that you get to spend, and so on, year after year. Now, if you take the $1 million lump sum and you can invest it however you want, you could give yourself some inflation adjustments. As we talked about in this channel many other times, that most people who retire choose a distribution rate, meaning a withdrawal amount anywhere between 4 to 5.5%. That's their beginning withdrawal rate. And then they give themselves a raise for inflation every year after that. So the question would be, how many years does it take for those numbers to equal and maybe surpass that $5,000 per month amount? So let's take a look at that. If a person were to choose 4.5% of their $1 million and they were back up a second and their $1 million was invested in a diversified portfolio, they take 4.5%, that's $3,750 per month. So it's less than the $5,000. Well, 10 years would pass and then they would equal $5,000 if they were giving themselves a 3% raise for inflation every single year. So 10 years would pass and then you would begin to make more money, plus continue to give yourselves adjustments for inflation. Now, it's highly likely a person could choose 5% as a starting number. Well, if they chose 5%, then they're starting at $4,167 a month, which again is less than $5,000. But in about 6.5 years, they would equal $5,000 per month if they were giving themselves a 3% inflation raise every single year. So after about 6.5 years, they're adding more money into their lifestyle, plus they're continuing to give themselves an adjustment for inflation. Plus, if I retired at 65, I'll show you a chart here, and I lived to 90, if I took 4.5% plus inflation or 5% plus inflation in a diversified portfolio, as compared to the $5,000 per month, I would end up with $140,000 to $180,000 additional dollars worth of income. So what does this mean? It means if you retired at 65 years old, then anywhere between the ages 72 and 75, you would start to lose lifestyle. if you took the $5,000 per month. So you start at 65, you hit 72, and all of a sudden your lifestyle starts to go downhill as compared to the other option. So this demonstrates that there's a fundamental challenge with fixed income of any type. In your retirement portfolio, if you have too much fixed income, we can see that it can cause our lifestyle to go backwards. Now, we love the certain things about fixed income and stability, right? We like the stability, we like the predictability of it and the reliability of it. The downside is we can't give ourselves a raise in retirement, so we lose our lifestyle. And the other downside is that there's an opportunity cost, which really is that opportunity cost, because we're losing the ability to keep up with inflation. We're not invested in those great companies that produce earnings and profits to help us keep our lifestyle up. Now, I think a compelling alternative, in fact, most people don't retire with only fixed income, but that's more of a dynamic withdrawal strategy where they start with a withdrawal amount that they're going to take out every year, and they give themselves a raise for inflation. Of course, more goes into that. It's a little bit more actively paid attention to. If you do poorly, you'd have to reduce your spending. If you outperform, you could increase your spending. So there's more that goes into that. So you got to be careful, but that's the way that most people tend to retire. And the reason they do that is that they're able to keep their purchasing power up over the years. They're able to be flexible in case something changes in their lifestyle. They're not locked in. And there's the potential for growth, as we just talked about. If you like this video, I did another video about withdrawal strategies in retirement that speaks along these lines, and I'll link it right here. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see the way that we help people to create calmness and clarity for their next chapter of life, take a look at us at brindleandbay.com. Again, thanks for watching the videos. Please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time a new video comes out.